The rapid economic growth in Hong Kong and Guangdong province has brought with it an increased demand for electricity. In 1980, a study was conducted jointly by Guangdong General Power Company and China Light and Power to consider the feasibility of building a nuclear power station to help meet future electricity requirements. More than 10 sites in southern Guangdong were investigated using international standards and guidelines as laid down by the International Atomic Energy Agency. As a result of this investigation, the site at Da Kang in Daya Bay was selected. In choosing the site of a nuclear power station, the effects on the environment and people living near it had to be carefully analyzed to ensure the minimum disturbance. Furthermore, weather conditions, geological structure, seismic conditions and water supply had to be evaluated and, with built-in margins, incorporated into the design of a safe power station to cope with their effects. Weather conditions dating back over many decades were checked, average and maximum wind speeds and wind directions measured, annual rainfall established, typhoons and tornadoes studied. The ground on which the power station is built should be firm, and being near the sea, tidal behavior must be researched over many years. The highest tide level recorded at Daya Bay was 8.5 meters. For safety, the breakwater protecting the power station has been built to a height of 16 meters. Fresh water supply is held in a reservoir adjoining the site. A dike has been built to prevent flooding in any part of the power station in case the dam should be breached. The site should present the smallest possible risk of seismic activity and be well away from capable fault lines. A location is categorized as a capable fault if there has been one proven ground disturbance within the last 35,000 years. Comprehensive studies carried out by Chinese authorities, headed by Professor Ding Yuan-Zan, have shown no incidents of serious earthquakes in the Daya Bay area. There is no capable fault line within 20 kilometers of the power station. US standards require that no nuclear power station be within 8 kilometers of a capable fault, so Daya Bay's safety margin is a lot wider. Historical research has also shown that the severest earthquake ever to affect the Daya Bay area happened more than 75 years ago. Bearing this in mind, the station has been designed and built to withstand much greater stresses than this earthquake. A nuclear power station needs a large amount of water for the cooling of steam. Daya Bay Power Station is ideally located right next to the sea. The function of the Guangdong Nuclear Power Station is to supply electricity to Guangzhou, Shenzhen and Hong Kong. With a more distant site location, the extended length of the transmission lines would have resulted in uneconomic and significant power losses. There are many nuclear power stations located closer than Daya Bay to major population centers, such as Taipei, Hamburg, Busan, Lyon, New York and Glasgow. Daya Bay is about 50 kilometers from Choi. With all possible hazards having been identified, evaluated and taken into account in its design, siting and construction, the Daya Bay Nuclear Power Station is ready to perform its function, the supply of electric power to Guangdong and Hong Kong into the 21st century.